Hello, everybody. We are Geeks Assembled, and we have gathered together today to discuss another movie, this time from 2005, um, based on a comic book series by Frank Miller. Have you guessed what it is yet? Yes, it's Sin City, the first movie, of course. This movie is based on book one 3 and 4 of Sin City of the comic books. The second movie is based on the second book. So the second movie is sort of a prequel, I think. But this one we're talking about the original movie, Sin City, or it's all about the goings on in Basin City, otherwise known as Sin City. Um, Filmed like a comic book, very graphic novel type pictures. Um, Very vibrant, black and white, and just a dash of colour here and there. So we'll go over to Susan and what she thought of Sin City and this sort of noir way of making it.
Well, this is a this was a real departure when it first came out. It was 2005, and I guess both of the things that we're reviewing this weekend are from the aughts, but it had this was gritty and really intense. It was uh directed by three really
True.
gritty and intense directors. And I mean, the cast, the people who were in the cast were used to doing gritty movies, especially the Powers Booth and Benicio del Toro, and also uh um what's his name?
Mickey Rourke,
Mickey Rourke and
Bruce Baby, Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis, or Michael Madsen also. And um they're the fact that Tarantino, I think, directed part of it.
Mhm.
And yeah, it was incredibly, there was some really cool stuff about it, like the way it was describing you know folks who were like destined to be together, even, uh and folks that were transformed by experimentation. And I'm talking about Mr. Yellow, really, in that case.
Yellow bastard.
Uh-huh. And then there was like the whole surrounding of power with like the women who ran the old town or old city or whatever. And that was really, there's some really cool sort of parts to it, like that made it kind of uh, a nice uh, dirty, hardcore look at like cities um with the noir statements. I it just it To me it was it's just so different, and it's so cool. And
Yeah.
um yeah, it's just I mean, even the graphic novels uh that I've read just don't come close to this. So uh, I would strongly suggest this um as like something that you may really enjoy. uh yeah, if you want to watch something like this, anyway, that's my opening thoughts. uh yeah, what stands out to you, Lee?
Well, this is the first time watching this movie since I bought this back in 2005,
No
2006.
kidding. Oh,
So
cool.
this will be the second time watching it. Um, and I was blown away this week just by watching it. Visually, it's
Oh,
astounding.
yeah, no kidding.
I know Robert Rodriguez.
Robert Rodriguez, he's another one of the directors.
Yeah, he just didn't want to make another film based on a comic. He wanted the comic to come alive,
Mhm.
and he wanted Frank Miller there with his input, and he didn't want to do anything that Frank Miller didn't want to do, to with his creation. Um,
Right.
and you do get the feeling uh, of it being a graphic novel, but just something more as well. There's something there what just pushes it more from the graphic novel. But you do get the feeling that you're turning pages, you're flicking through a graphic novel. The
You
black and
do.
white,
You
the
do.
flashes of red, the flashes of yellow. Um, because there's not much color in this, um, and it's so the way it's filmed. It's like, as I said, filmed like an old film noir detective movie
Uh-huh.
back in the
50s,
1940s, 50s.
40s. Yeah.
Yeah, with the detective. Well, each because each chapter of the movie is someone else telling the story.
Right.
You've got Hattigan, Bruce Willis's character telling his part of the story. You've got Clive Owen's character telling his part of the story. He played Dwight.
Dwight, yeah.
He doesn't play Dwight in the other film. Josh Brolin does. Um, but so you get each section of the movie is a chapter from one of the comic books.
And then there's Shelley's part. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. It's on Marv's part as well by Mickey Rourke.
Oh my gosh.
Um, what a character that is, Marv. Because when I watched this and then I watched the sequel when that came out a few years after this, I was a bit confused because, well, we say spoilers in this. Certain characters in this movie die,
Mm-hmm.
um, but in the sequel, they're back again.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on? Because it wasn't really explained that the second one sort of happens before all this.
Uh-huh.
from book two. Um, but I digress. We're talking about Sin City, the first one. What a great cast! You know, Bruce Willis, Mickey Rourke, Clive Owen, Jessica Alba, uh, Rosario Dawson, Brittany Murphy, Josh Hartnett. Who else have we got? Nick Stahl, um, Michael Clark Duncan,
Rutger
Michael
Hauer.
Rutger Hauer. Yeah, as you've already mentioned Benicio del Toro, um, Michael Madsen. It's just the list is endless. Oh, Elijah Wood.
Mm-hmm.
There's Kevin,
Mm-hmm.
the the killer who eats people,
Uh-huh.
and he doesn't say a word in this.
Can he see me and can he see me now behind the desk? With the stuff that I'm kind of wearing, is it too bright? Can he see me now?
No.
The
Sure?
visual amazing. So, and then I, d- I I mean it's all done with green screen, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's all green screen, and then it's the black, the white, and the red ties, the red blood. It's so in your face stands out so much from the screen. I think more movies should be made like this.
Yeah.
Because I've always had a love for black and white movies. I think they have something special. The feel of a black and white movie. 'Cause I think sometimes color takes it a lot away.
Well, it definitely you know, it definitely makes it more like, 3D and more naturalistic. But
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
the fact that it's black and white, and the fact that it's not just black and white, it is high contrast black and white. Like
Oh, very bright white. Yeah.
there's no like gray it's
Mhm.
not really grayscale, it's just high contrast. It's like it's either completely black or completely white, and or white and then painted over with color, and that high contrast gives it such a different like look and such a different feel.
Yeah.
It
It,
really does. I think, and this is what they're after, is it flattens the screen. I mean, it makes all the 3D become 2D.
mm,
That's cool.
it is. It was real pleasure this week to sit down and watch this because the second time watching it, it brought it all back, and I thought, wow, it still stands up today. It's still such an amazing, even if you don't follow the storyline, just the visuals. I don't know. It's a pleasure for your eyes.
Mm-hmm.
And as I say, the acting in this is amazing. You got Mickey Rourke, unrecognizable as Marv.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you, Benicio del Toro, he's quite unrecognizable as well because he's uh, false nose, false chin.
Yeah, no kidding.
uh, Bruce always puts 100% into a movie. Uh, Clive Owen, great actor. It's just a shame that he doesn't seem to have made it big with his career. He's been in some great movies, but he just doesn't seem to be one of the leading men in movies these days.
Uh,
Um,
he was though in the late 90s and early aughts.
yeah, he doesn't seem to have found
He
his.
did do a lot. He was in that Derailed movie, and he was in a few really brutal things.
Right, he's in some really good movies, but
Yeah.
somehow Hollywood has never really given him a chance to be that leading man, a
Yeah,
successful man.
but he's gonna be I mean, he was in a series called Murder at the End of the World. He was in the American Crime Story one. He was in the one about like the presidency, actually, and then he was also um he's I think he's in a French or Canadian Monsieur Spade, as he plays Sam Spade coming up. So
Yeah,
he's got some things that are longer, that are going on right now in his career.
right. As I say, he should have been. I mean, he was um, in the running years ago to be a Bond.
Hmm.
It never sort of
Oh,
happened.
you're talking about that kind of elevation.
Yeah, yeah. He,
Oh
now,
yeah,
he's there, but he could be there.
yeah. I see it. I see what you're saying.
There's a lot of actors like that. What should be like that,
Mm.
or like that.
Come on, walk like an Egyptian.
But yeah,
Um. So what other scenes stand out for you? And then I'll tell you mine.
well, any scene with with Marv, it's just amazing to watch. He's like a gentle giant to the women, but a brutal killer if you get on the wrong side of him.
Mhm.
And he's not frightened to hit a woman either, like that. And she's out cold, but he's looking after her. He's getting her out of the way. The scenes what stand out. The Benicio del Toro scenes with Clavoin. When he's dead, he's still talking in Clavoin's head. He's got a gun stuck in his head.
Uh-huh.
His throat's garroted.
Mhm.
And he does take it, and then he's sort of dismembered and beheaded, and it's a great scene. And then they find out that he's a cop. That's all they need. But I do like the scene with the women of the night, shall we call them, taking control back from the police.
Mhm.
Because
And the mobsters, yeah.
it was divided when it was those at that
Old
side.
Town and
Yeah.
then New Town, yeah.
It was just waiting for something to happen, and this was going to set it off. Yeah, I like it, but for me, it wasn't really explained about the say Elijah Wood character, Kevin. The long fingernails,
Yeah.
the round spectacles,
Uh-huh.
very silent, very creepy,
Yeah.
but sang like an angel according to Rutger Hauer,
Uh-huh.
which his character as well. He was what was he the cardinal or something?
Uh-huh.
Um, Cardinal Rourke. He joined. Well, he admitted that he also joined him in eating of the flesh.
Yes.
He was a strange, and to me that was a very powerful character, but only in a small scene.
Yeah.
I mean, Rutger Hauer. I mean, he's no longer with us now, but he did several movies what still are outstanding today. The Hitcher, Blade Runner, just to name two. What a great actor, and to see him in a small part like this, and sort of stealing the scene from Mickey Rourke.
I know.
To steal a scene from Mickey Rourke.
I know. It's crazy.
But yeah, Rutger Hauer was a powerful actor.
Yeah. The
Just looking at
the
the eyes, yeah.
yeah, the scene that I think that stole the scene from Mickey Rourke was the Nick Stahl playing Rourke Jr., the yellow bastard, the
Yeah.
yellow man. Oh my gosh, that he totally stole the scene because in an earlier scene Marv had taken out some of his appendages.
What Marv? It was Hattigan, wasn't it?
Hardigan, okay,
Yeah, Bruce Willis.
yeah, shot his hand off, shot his dick off, and then when he was came back, he was all, he looked like an alien, and he was and he was the splash of color on the screen. I mean,
Yellow.
yeah, that was incredibly cool. Yeah, that was amazing. And then there was when the women were like, this is how we're gonna do it to get rid of the body and everything, and then Miho was just she was like Trinity in the Matrix.
Yeah. She knew how to handle a blade.
Yeah, she was brutal. It was great, and Yeah, I can't remember who played her. Hang on. Oh, Devon Aoki, and she just blew it up on the screen. It was so cool. And then Rosario Dawson, has been she's played some of my favorite characters. I mean, she played it in Marvel. She plays some of my favorite characters. In Star Wars, she plays one of my favorite characters. And in this, she's basically the mother of that whole part of the city. That's badass. Yeah, she's just I at this point literally um Rosario could do no wrong. I mean, there's literally no character that she'll fuck up. She just
No.
you put her in anything and she's gonna fucking rule it. It's just awesome. I can't say enough good things about her. She is superlative, 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 and then whatever after that. That's how she is. That's who she is. That's what she does, and she's quite the the um the superstar. Anyway, yeah, I really love her, what she does, and the fact that she was like she was fully like the leather and the power and then the big guns and everything. She was just great. And
the fishnet.
yeah, she was just great. And like, yeah, the whole thing with like all the women being willing to do anything but them running the show and not letting guys take any of their dough. That was pretty amazing. And then the fact that they had to figure out how to deal with the dead cop, that was great. And that's where Miho really came in, and Miho and Rosario Dawson. I can't even just fucking Gail and Miho, so badass. Anyway, and I really enjoyed the other part that I really enjoyed was 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 the driving like super fast, and then but because it was driving like in a comic book, it was not there were no physics involved.
If the car was going to turn, it turned.
Yeah, yeah, there was no physics. Fuck physics.
No that.
Yeah.
Turned.
Right, exactly. Precisely what Lee just said. That's what happened, and that was cool. And okay, so that's all my favorite stuff about this Sin City. I love that they took it Basin City. I think that was great. I think that the whole thing was I'm looking forward to watching the other ones, The Spirit and Sin City 2 at some point. And yeah, I just Alex said that I'd like it a lot, and I did, and I liked it a lot when I saw it the first time, and I like it now, and so yeah, it was great. And
So
yeah, those are my favorite moments. Over to you, Lee.
what would you give this then? With your score?
Oh, and easily 10 guns shoved through somebody's forehead out of 10. I mean, like that was super cool. Yeah, and the talking, I mean, the fact that he was talking to the head, oh, that was great. Oh, that was so great. That was so great. It was, yeah.
It was a serious thing, about child abduction and gangland and killing.
Exactly.
But there was comedy there.
And the fact that the girl grew up and was like, you know, you're my savior. You fucking kept me alive. And he's like, no, wait, you got this all backwards. You kept me alive. You wrote to me every week.
Yeah.
It's heart wrenching.
I will give this 10 band-aids on the face. All that stuff where he went, Marv, just a band-aid there and a plaster there and oh dear me. Yeah, it's an amazing movie. Nearly 20 years old now. Still stands the test of time. It's better visually and storytelling than some movies what were only released in the last 5 years. To be honest, it still stands up. Yeah, it's a great movie. At some point we will mostly do the sequel or prequel, whatever you want to call it,
Right.
and the Spirit, and maybe 300 as well. Down the line. But that is our review of Sin City. You guys, have you seen it? What do you think to it? Leave a message below this video. You'll find the video on all social media platforms because we share it about. Just leave a message below on where you found it. And if you'd like to join us, leave a message. It's quite simple. Leave a message and say, I'd like to join. All you need to be is 18 because we sometimes review 18 related stuff. All you need to be, as I say, all you need is a camera and a microphone on the device you use. So we can, because we use Zoom, so we can get Zoom up and running for you and you can join us. And one more thing, if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, please remember to press the bell notification button and you'll get notified every time. See, that worked last week, but you weren't using this device.
It's because of the microphone. I think this is a noise canceling thing, and it doesn't grab things from the front. It only grabs from my side. I don't know.
Technology, yeah.
Technology.
Yeah, so that's our little review for this week. So I hope you enjoy this video. Give us a like. It's there. It's there. Just press it. Give us a like, and tell your friends about us. Say there's two lonely people sit there on a Sunday evening, an afternoon over there, just chatting away about movies. They look so lonely and sad, and that's what geeks are supposed to look like. But yeah, come and join us. I think that's it, is it, Susan? Cool. Right, I'm going to jump in my car and take it for a whip round the block, just like in Sin City. No 10 in the wheel. Bye for now.